My friends, what is moving and shaking? It's JB here. Wanted to bring your guys quick attention to a few updates I think you need to know about. Okay, so if you've been paying attention to Facebook over the last week, they rolled out very recently, two new features that actually have really big significance to marketing on Facebook and you growing your brand and growing your presence and actually reaching more people. So what you're looking at right now is my fan page. So for everybody out there who has a fan page and who has fans, and for everyone who wants a fan page and wants fans, this video is going to be extremely relevant to you. It's going to be a better reason to go build a fan page and start getting fans right now. But you'll just notice that there's a little button down here. I don't know if you're looking at where I'm scrolling around, that's called Promote, right? So what Facebook essentially did is they're rolling out a new feature, and this is actually great for mobile as well, but that's another conversation because they're trying to figure out how they're going to solve the whole mobile piece, because I don't know if you followed Facebook's stock IPO, but it wasn't good. And it's mostly because so many people are on mobile, accessing Facebook on mobile, that they're not getting revenue from their ads on the side of the page anymore. Which, not that they're not getting it, but it's actually slightly declining, which is not a good sign. So what they rolled out is this little option right here called Promote. Now you'll see I've got all these different posts here. I'll pick one that, okay, so here's a great example of a post that you would want to promote, right? So this is for a webinar that I was doing with my friend Amish, all about apps. He's teaching people where the future's going, and at the same time, he's also giving people his app code for people who want more training, right? He's offering app code. So this would be great post to promote, right? So how do we do that? Well, first off, you click promote right here, and Facebook is going to give you an estimate of how many people, in addition, you're going to be able to reach with some amount of money that you spend. So they'll set a select amount for you, like $50, for example, or you can scroll through all the different options. They had mine set at $50, probably because I got about 34,000 people on my fan page, but yours may be set different, whatever. In the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What matters is how many people you're going to reach, right? And what I want to do in this video is I want to give you a way to actually test the effectiveness of this marketing. How much more money is it going to make you? So if I were to select $50 right here, and I was going to promote this 3 days from when it started, essentially what's going to happen now is they're going to start showing that post to more people, making sure that post shows inside people's newsfeed, okay? So here's how you would actually test the effectiveness of this. And then all you need to do is pretty much click save. It's going to ask you to enter your payment information. You enter your payment information and you're done. And after that, you're going to have a little analytics button on here that's actually going to show you how many people saw your post from the free, just people who are on your page, from paid, and from all the different areas, so you can get an actual metric of how many page views, how many post views did you get from that paid advertising. So here's how you test this, and this is really important, because if you're going to spend, even if it's only $15 or $20 to see if an extra 1,000 or 2,000 people seeing some of your posts on Facebook actually brings better results, you've got to be able to measure it. So here's how you're going to measure it. What you're going to do is go to this site right here, which I've shared with you guys before, so you should be familiar with it, bit.ly. You'll notice Bitly just did a whole redesign of all this stuff. But essentially, what you're going to do is, whatever it is that you're marketing, okay? It may be for instance, let's say I'm just going to do, what did I do here? Let's say I'm just going to send people to a blog post that I have, and I want to see what's the power of, or what's my cost per click on this blog post. So I grab a new blog post that I just created, and I'm going to promote this blog post. Now you're asking, well, why would you promote this blog post? Well, for starters, because of all the viral traffic that when I promote this blog post, as you can see, 121 shares on Facebook, 18 retweets, 71 Google Pluses. So what did that result in, right? Well, every time I put up a new blog post, there's probably an additional 20, 50, 100 leads that comes in as a result of whatever happens. So obviously, giving away content can be quite profitable if you've optimized your blog, you've optimized your content to be able to get leads. And so I'm getting leads over here. So this is something that is definitely worth testing, right? It's not something that I would want to spend a lot of money marketing directly to a blog post, but it's worth testing. So what I do is I would grab my URL, whatever the heck it is that I want to send traffic to, paste it in Bitly, and Bitly is going to give me this unique little link. And if all I did right there, in case you missed it, was I grabbed my URL, came over to Bitly, pasted it right up there, and now Bitly is giving me a unique little link. So I'm going to copy that. And now when I come back over to do a new post, so I'll just demo, hey, new post, and I paste my link. Now I'm going to be able to see in Bitly how many clicks hit this link. Okay, so you can see from one of my previous posts I have down here. Here, I'll go see if I can find one. No, that's going to take me to my blog. Bitly just changed all of their stuff. Stats, we'll go to stats. So I had 301 total clicks for that last blog post that I just showed you guys. Before that, I had 354 clicks. And the only place that that's coming from is Facebook, right? So now, if I know that if I've got 354 clicks, now I can come back to my Facebook page and I can look at my stats on where I promoted, and I'm able to see that maybe 30% of all of my views for this promoted post came from that $50 that I spent. And so if 30% of all of my page views came from that $50 that I spent, and I got 354 clicks, right? I'm just showing you guys how this works. Then that would mean that roughly 100 people, I got about 100 clicks out of the people who saw my post because of that $50. And now I can get a cost per click. Okay, so I know that just cost me about 50 cents per click for all those people. And that's the relevant metrics, because if you know your business, then you know kind of what are some good CPC areas that you can make money from. Like if you're getting clicks for 50 cents to your capture page, you know that's profitable. I'd probably actually want to get that a little bit lower on something like a blog post. On a capture page, I'll spend 50 cents a click all day long, because I know even if I'm converting at 10%, which is a minimum of what I'd be shooting for in a capture page, I'm going to be generating leads for $5 or less. If I'm converting at 15 or 20%, I'm going to be generating leads for $2.50, which is really cheap to be generating leads, opt-in leads. So this is the kind of stuff I want you to go play with promoted posts, but I want you to make sure that you set up a way to measure its effectiveness. And so if you're doing a post and you're sending people to one of your capture pages for your business, or maybe you're sending them to an actual app for your Facebook fan page, we'll talk more about that in future trainings. I want you to just make sure you have a way to measure what your cost per click is, and even better, see if you can measure what your lead capture page conversion rate is. So for example, if this was me sending people directly to a capture page, and let's say I got 300 clicks to this and I got 35 leads, right? Well, now I know exactly if I got 35 leads and 30% of all the people who saw that post came from me promoting it, then it's pretty accurate to say that 30% of my leads came from that promoted post, right? It came from the promotion of that. So 30% of 35 leads would be 11.66 leads or something like that. And if I spent $50 to get 11.66 leads, now I'm looking at a lead cost of around $4.50 a lead. Again, that's great. If I'm spending $4.50 for a lead, I know that that's within my budget for what I can spend to make money all day long, because now I can offer my leads additional products and programs and all sorts of other things. And if you're in network marketing, you close them into your network marketing business, you bring them into your affiliate programs, you bring them into your systems. You know the gambit from there. So I want you to play with this. I think there's some really cool stuff that can happen with Facebook promoted posts. I'm only getting into the advertising sort of science and data behind it. But I think if you actually play with really creative, unique offers for your promoted posts, this could be really cool, because people are actually way more akin to click on a post, you know what I mean, that they feel is just coming from somebody's fan page than an ad. So I think there's some serious potential for everybody with a fan page to play around here and really test and see how much you can increase the effectiveness of everything you're marketing. And if you don't have a fan page, this is a great reason to go out and really start building your fan page, building your assets. Hey, run some ads. Go put 1,000 people onto your fan page that you can build a relationship with for the rest of your life. You know, spend some money to do it. Run some ads, build your fan page, and then really start playing around here, because I think there's something significant can come out of this for sure. And that's not even talking about the whole mobile conversation. So anyways, there's a second thing that I wanted to show you guys as well that was really significant that just came out in Facebook's Facebook just rolled out really recently. And what that is the ability to now schedule posts as a fan page. So this is a big deal, because if you followed any of our content strategies that I've taught, and I've brought amazing experts like Charles Orlando, who has over 600,000 free fans on Facebook. He gets literally 5,000 clicks every time he posts something. It's insane. The strategies that we teach for content, what I'm about to show you can really help, okay? So let's say that you want to be super specific with getting content out to your fan base like you never have been before. Well, now you can actually schedule all of that content right from within Facebook. So this is significant. So let's say you want to schedule a post. You would go to add a new post, hey, my new post. And I want this to go out in 4 hours, right? And the reason why this is significant is because, if you want to be really consistent with your Facebook posting, do you really want to have to sit in front of your computer every 3 hours coming up with new stuff? No, you don't want to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to map out maybe 100 quotes, right? Or 100 unique posts that are good, nurturing, amazing food for the people who are following you or who are listening to you or your friends or whatever it might be, right? So you map out 100 of those. Then you schedule them. So that enables you to have constant interaction with your audience, and that's what leads to the most virality. The fan pages that grow the biggest, and I really have to get better. I know I have to get better about this. I've seen a humongous increase when I'm posting 3 to 4 really meaty pieces of content a day that are good, that are really good for all my people and friends and users, for you guys. I notice a huge spike in all the activity, right? But when that's only one a day, or worse, when that's one every few days, then growth goes down like this. So the more active you are, the more content you're always giving, the more everything's always increasing, the more exposure your fan page is getting. And that's me not even going to show you all the metrics you can actually get nowadays to really see the size of your audience and where your audience is and who's actually spreading your content and which content are they spreading. It's amazing the analytics you really have nowadays to virally grow your audience. So in any case, here's how you schedule posts. So you see this little button right here. It's very, you can miss it easily. I never noticed this before until I discovered, the scheduling possibility and was reading about it in an article. I never even looked at this before. So there's a little button right here on your left. When you click that, you can add the year that you want to schedule it. You can add the month, then you add the day. Let's say I want this to go out June 10th. Add the hour you want it to go out. I want it to go out at 1 p.m. at 1:30, right? And all you got to do is click, boom, schedule. And now that post is going to go out June 10th at 1 p.m. or June 10th at 1:30 p.m. 2012. So what I would do is I would just seriously, if you're an avid Facebook marketer, for everybody who's really, utilizing Facebook right now, I mean, you should be. It's huge. But spend a day to really map out your content, get 100 posts, spend an hour just scheduling those posts for the next few weeks, and then walk away and you're done. And you could literally do that like once a month, twice a month. And I guarantee you're going to see so much increased exposure on your fan page, so much increased virality, so many more shares, so much more awesomeness that there's really not much of a good reason not to do it. So in any case, my friends, I'm going to post 2 links below this video as well for you to learn more about this. There's a couple really great tutorials and articles that I found out there. So I highly recommend that you dive in. As marketers, we've always got to be exploring. We've always got to be curious. We've always got to be testing things out. I think there's some tremendous features here that really just opened up the possibility to get a lot more people engaging and interacting with your fan page and with your links, and with the scheduling feature, really having that grow virally as well if you're taking action. So rock and roll, my friends. Appreciate you as always. Mr. Jonathan Budd signing out. We'll see you guys soon.